So I'm Priti Ambani, co-founder of The Next Billion, and I'm very excited to talk to you about how I think crowds and technology will be a game changer for SMEs. This is a profile of SMEs in New Zealand. As we heard today from May and many others, that they are the backbone of the economy. An interesting fact that I'm sharing here is a recent survey showed that 49% of New Zealand SMEs have no online presence. Let that sink in for a second. We are in times where exponential technology is coming at us at breakneck speed. And we have to take the full advantage of the internet. The telephone took 75 years to reach 100 million users. Instagram, 2 years. 90% of the world's data has been generated over the last 2 years. That's how much data we are creating and consuming. 1.2 billion people are on Facebook monthly. And more than 3 billion are online connected. How can we tap into that? So how is your business delivering value in these times? I also want to highlight the fact that we are in an incredible moment in history where we have the access to technology, minds, and capital like never before. It seems like doom and gloom, but it's actually we're in very exciting times. We have to acknowledge that. So how can SMEs tap into this? Tap into the technology they need, capital they need, and the minds they need. One aspect is crowdsourcing. One way to do it. Crowdsourcing is simply tapping the minds of many. And why do we need it? There's an incredible opportunity that lies with your customers, your stakeholders, your communities that have access to resources you need to grow and innovate in your business. And why does crowdsourcing matter to Asian companies? As Asians, we know a thing or two about crowds. That circle there, you see, there are more people living in that circle than outside of it. That's amazing potential right there. And we need to tap into that. So I want to give you an overview of what crowdsourcing looks like. So crowdsourcing is people coming together with a common purpose. They participate through action on a platform. And the platform is usually internet. So crowdsourcing is not new. It's an age-old concept. What's new is the internet and its capacity to really transform what you're doing. All of this leads to productivity, efficient processes, better ways of doing things, and much, in many cases, cheaper results. This also lends itself to the mindset, the new business models we're seeing today. Traditional businesses run like pipelines. So value was created at one end and delivered downstream, sort of like a pipe, water flowing, one-dimensional. What this does is it makes you prone to disruption by that innovative startup down the street. On the other hand, a platform brings together producers and consumers on one platform, one area, and they create value together. So you see the difference between a traditional TV is a pipeline business model, whereas YouTube is a platform. Encyclopedia Britannica is a pipeline. There's delivery in one direction, whereas Wikipedia is a platform. So you can see the value platform businesses can create because they bring everybody together. Sort of, this is like crowdsourcing 2.0. Now, we've heard about crowdsourcing. Many of you would are familiar with crowdfunding or even the sharing economy. But there are many ways to tap into crowds for ideation, for collaboration, for co-creation. You can tap into online communities. NASA values its crowdsourcing community so much that it puts the ideas and solutions they get from their crowdsourced community on par with their PhDs. I also want want to talk a little bit about my own background and the startups and SMEs I've been involved with, and the principles of crowds that I've implemented at these organizations. I was employee number 1 at Crowdsourcing Week, a startup that's the sort of the TED Talks of the crowd economy. A team of 5 people across 3 continents produced 15 global events in the span of 3 years. How did we do that? Collaboration on the cloud and just using new digital tools. We were able to achieve scale. I'm now building the next billion. The next billion aims to be a one-stop shop for women entrepreneurs, where women can come together. And we're also using similar principles of the crowdfunding, crowdsourcing, crowd speaking, to raise the economic potential of women entrepreneurs. What we find is that there are amazing stories. Women are contributing to the economy like never before. 1 billion women are set to enter the economy as producers, as employers, as creators within the next decade. So their success is our success. And that's what the next billion aims to do. We're launching Next Billion through a microsite called Globally Spotted, which is a discovery and amplification platform for women entrepreneurs. Globally Spotted and the Next Billion is also a remote location independent business. My business partner is in Norway, and we have a team sort of spread out across the globe. The idea is to be everywhere. I'm also working with Tech Futures Lab. Now, disrupting education as we know it. Usually, education has been front-loaded. You go to college for 4 years, and the next 35 years of your career, you're not reskilling. You're not going back to learn, to improve, to learn the new technologies that's coming out. Now, this is not going to survive for too long, this kind of model. So Tech Futures Lab helps mid-career professionals who are busy, who can't take the time out for a 4-year degree or even a 1-year degree, come in and reskill in shorter time periods, and reskill for careers in data science, cybersecurity, robotics, automation, skills that are going to be relevant in the coming years. So I'm going to leave you again with this very inspiring thought by Peter Diamandis, that we live in exponential times like none other, and we have opportunity knocking at the door. Do we open it? Thank you.